Thank you for stopping by Luxuriously Poor, and I hope you find today's video helpful. And I would like to say that if you need wisdom on what to do for now or the future, this book is extremely helpful. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you'll give this a thumbs up. Hope you'll leave me a comment so I know who is really watching my videos. I hope you find this helpful. Please keep coming back. I'm going to start doing some videos. That's my dog whining and crying in the background. But hopefully you'll come back where you can get more information, because I'm going to show you some inexpensive ways that you can stock and store real foods for hard times.
Is it even cheaper to cook at home anymore? Take tonight's dinner, cheeseburger sliders, basically White Castle at home. A pack of 6 frozen White Castle burgers cost $7.79, so 12 would run me a little over $15. At this same store, a pack of dinner rolls is $3.29, a pound of 80/20 ground beef is almost $10, and American cheese is on sale for $3. We are already over $16 before we've even bought the onion. And I think to myself, wait a second, how is the homemade version actually more expensive?
Okay, did you hear her last words? The homemade version? What homemade version? She bought cheese that was already made by somebody else. She bought rolls that was already made by somebody else that has so many artificial ingredients. There is absolutely nothing homemade about this. What? Because she bought a package of beef that somebody else grounded up for her and butchered for her? This is nowhere near homemade, and it's not any healthier than the box stuff she's sitting there looking at. So yeah, if you're going to do it, go ahead and buy it. As a teenager, I worked at White Castles, and I don't think their burgers are any worse than anybody else's. Now, she thinks because she's buying these rolls and she's going to buy some processed cheese and some hamburger meat and make them herself, that somehow that this is going to be homemade. This is not homemade. It's all processed. What she's buying and what White Castle is doing is processed. So if you're going to go process, pay as little as possible. Buy the White Castle.
And really, it's the same story with my Dollar Tree meals. Those frozen Tony's pizzas they sell are $4 each. So when I go to Dollar Tree with a $10 budget determined to stretch it into a full dinner, half the time buying 2 frozen pizzas would have been cheaper, easier, and faster than whatever concoction I came up with. So here's the tension. We've all been told that cooking at home is the most affordable and the most responsible choice. But when you really start breaking down the cost, not just in money, but in time, effort, and energy, you start to see a different picture.
Here she's talking about a $10 budget and some sort of pizzas. She is really doing things backwards. You should never have what I call a $10 grocery budget. There is no grocery budget. You should be so well stocked that you can actually go to your pantry at any time and get anything that you need and not have to worry about a grocery budget. All you should be doing is restocking your well-stocked pantry already. She's doing everything backwards. That's her problem.
Cooking from scratch is wonderful. It can be healthier, more intentional, more customizable. But what I've come to realize, cooking from scratch is a luxury. People don't like hearing that. I've said it once before and I got a lot of pushback. But this is what I mean. Cooking from scratch requires not just the ingredients, but the time, the planning, the energy, the mental clarity, and the margin to prioritize it. For so many families, those things are just in short supply.
First of all, she keeps talking about homemade versus a store-bought. Nothing she makes is homemade. Not at all. Even her own sliders are not homemade. She has a very huge misconception of what homemade is. The problem also stems from most people do not like homemade noodles the same as the store-bought ones. They're not the same and they don't taste the same, and most people really don't like them. They prefer this kind of nonsense that's going on here like she does, and then they call it homemade. Another thing, Never pay full price for hamburger meat. That's ridiculous, folks. Get it on sale.